2-0 M80, man. I don't see a world that Wildcard do post up too big of a fight, and I am sorry to say bye-bye, Neil, but we'll see you a little bit later on, and I'm gonna still await the show from Tony for a little while. You're gonna have to give me your prediction in just a little bit and pretend that you actually believe Wildcard will win.
All good. Sounds good to me, but look at that. Wildcard, I mean, they're already starting off pretty smooth. It's this B-bomb site that is being held well. Stan in the waters below, requiring Peeping to hold his elevated angles, in which he also has a player short dispatched up. Stan is gone. Peeping now needs to pull in. All of a sudden, turn onto its head. Friend, where are you? Because I'm going to need you at my hip soon enough.
No kid in the equation. Utility not present either. You gotta hit some crisp shots, and Peeping is looking for Hex, does it right now. Gotta find him in the water, able to find the first one. Looking for a second now. This is becoming a lot more doable. Peeping doubles up, trying to get another one, but Slacks goes in huge with the pit 250. Important one, and now he realizes he can actually play the time. There's no kid involved. Friend, tap on the bomb. There goes the head-to-head, and the pistol round, and Friend is a little bit quicker to give Wildcard the pistol. He's got plenty of time for the defuse. Wildcard get the first one on the board.
He's come a long way, you know, through that academy system and then into the big main project, and now leading them in through these mid-sides of the map with the bomb and bathrooms. They're ready to make their execution happen towards A, but they're giving a lot of credence in towards this B push to where when both players fall, Wildcard have really no other option but to go diving down through the steps. And then Sonic, realizing that something may be afoot, leaves them to their own devices, thinking they can do it on their own. Only one spotted, and I think that Sonic might have the read.
You still have to be on high alert, though. You spotted one guy throwing in utility. You got to be careful about monsters, so the rotations are going to be a little bit slower. Sonic gets the first one, tapping away, though, is Sin with the Tech 9, and that will secure the bomb side at least for the plant.
No retake utility whatsoever. No Molly for that default position. No flash to set up either one of them. And Stanislaus on a long con, wrapped back through their spawn. Friend has gotten his back off the wall. Will that be enough to even secure a singular kill? Look at how poised these M80 players are. They're not ready to give up anything that they don't have to. Playing for that bomb, and Sin being as low as he was, he's going to be the point of support.
Yeah, trying to take some of that attention away with the flash. You got to close into distance. Got to try and find the first one. There goes Friend going down. Hex with the repeat. Stan is good just for the one, but M80 hold on, and they make that force by work. Methodical and a little bit slower on the T side. I mean, at times simply because of how huge the map is, but that previous round, we're quite relaxed. Didn't rush it. Gotta make sure the same happens here. They've given away a rifle early on. Still should be good enough for the round, unless they all start falling down.
Talk about actually in the post round how I feel about what just happened, but right now, more importantly, it's Lake who sits in the waters below, drowned and out. It's been drained as there's no more of that liquid in beneath him, but still he will stand. Players on either side of his default box. The transition is beautiful, and a third would have been too much to ask for. A third in the round overall. But a 1 versus 2 for Friend, who has an AK-47, but what he doesn't have is any teammates or any armor.
Still a lot of damage. Let's not forget, you're getting all that bonus cash. The more kills you get on the CT side in a round like this one, the more money you're going to be accumulating long-term, and they're actually trying to fake him out. Slacks has just rotated in to throw that smoke in towards the dumpster, and now he's going to double back, rejoin with Sin. Is the German duo on the other side. Oh, Cold with an 8 in hand. Timing. Not going his side, and Friend, he's gotten a real opportunity here. No armor, remember, so he needs that headshot to be instant. 35 seconds on the clock. Slacks seems to realize Friend could have already dropped in. Playing the close tango, Shadow gives it away, and Slacks is able to beat him to the punch, just barely though. 35 HP to spare. Trick there being. Flashing off angles, making sure you're not overextending, but they are making a little bit of noise in the meantime, so Wildcard should have a rough idea on what's going on.
Yeah, Friend is actually rotating back with Peeping on this site, so they've got it well kept. They just got to have their wits about them. Nate Cole,
no, looking.
The other side, no double from this time on Lake in the same spray, but even still, the 1 kill and damage will suffice. Swisher in through, making sure that everything is cleaned up from that point forth, and JBA and Stan would be very unwise to give up any more, seeing as they are doubly downed and on the other bomb site. They would have had to make a whole lot of noise, and I don't even see a kit on either of these two guys.
Like leading the charge. Clear connector right now. M4 needs to be careful. I'm not sure if they spotted actually that this was the rifle. Now they know. Take challenges, and JBA will beat him to the punch. Low HP on JBA. Thing is, there's a lot of people around him, so he could drop that rifle over, and you've got that second one in the hands of Stan. This could still become a pretty dangerous round, all things considered here for M80.
Yeah. I mean, Friend is just
the
wishing he had somebody next to him to go try and take it.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, Friend. There goes the double. Not quite the triple. Swisher finally getting the response, and Slacks is going to pick one more up on the Ope. Twisher and Slacks, though, with 2 versus 4. Step has been made. Sound giving away the sound cue. This is pure chaos. This is pure carnage in the server right now. It is the low HP M4 of JBA towards the back of truck.
Stand would have had something going there, but yes, it's the audio cue that betrays him, and JBA being as low as they was. Another deagle, perhaps, not quite. A dink through the corner of the concrete, but that's concrete, baby. The shot in which Slacks secures the...
That's actually opened up a little bit of space between him and the T's, and yeah, now he knows exactly what's going on. Rotation is coming in, still needs to potentially find 1 kill. If you give away the bomb site, it's going to be really difficult to get back and play for the retake.
Okay, Peeping as a Molotov. He's waiting to throw it on top of default, I would think. He actually throws it maybe a little prematurely. Sandoval's gone out. Peeping's going to go on the same pathway, and he'll find nothing more. Just at the same fate as his in-game leader. It's he's going to try and find frags, but in a place to where he's got all these eyes on him. Friend, just hoping that at some point he's going to be able to engage with something that isn't a dire straight. A leg spotted from Swisher, and he had 1 HP. No, excuse me, Swisher with 1 HP on the back end's my mistake. And here's Lake. Easy trade. Friend might get his 1, but it's a consolation. They've done it again, and they only suffer 1 death. And, oh no, not the same setup. Sonic and Friend are both, again, completely unaware of this long position. They call Peeping, but if he were to have swung out, he would have had them both dead to rights, and he'll still get one of the 2 of them. Again, the same issues time and time again that almost come back.
It could be. Look at the flashes, look at the Yuto, look at the chaos, look at the havoc. Then able to find another one. Bomb's gonna go down. Nate not on the right side of the pillar to break the smoke, and Slacks is still taking them down in towards that A bomb site. Friend goes down as well. This is falling apart at the scenes here for the side of Wildcard. It's just that 1 boost for Peeping and JBA and towards Graffiti that you're hoping to give you something. A leeway back into the round, a little bit of hope. A whisker of it. But with the time running out, with Peeping being low on HP, the lack thereof of a defuse kit, this should be an impossible round to pick up. Peeping gets the first one over, drops in, gets another one. There goes the tap of the bomb, but the time is running out. There isn't enough, simply not enough. JBA, even if he gets that kill, it doesn't make a difference. He's going to hold on to the big green, but the one thing that M80 care about right now is picking up the rounds, and that's what they're doing.
He's usually able to walk up to this point and even beyond before meeting anybody's horns, but they have a setup that's meant to try and deter that, and they've just completely circumnavigated it as of right now. So Lake, once he does walk around this bend, not ready for JBA on a slightly off angle, tucked in with the bomb, he has to be a little bit worried about how far he can go along before Swisher's at his side. And once they do connect, Swisher gets elevated.
Wow.
What a timing for it! I can't believe that works out for him that well. And Peeping has no other way out but long, and Slacks is ready and awaiting him. It's Sonic, the last line, and the only undetected member of Wildcard. And there he'll go, starting it off for a 3 versus 3 with 30 seconds left.
Going for the rotation, though. Hex is already making his way out the B-bomb side. He's actually pushed through the smoke. This is such a ballsy play. Does he hear the stats? He should. That should be a freebie. Hex needs to get that kill, and now he knows there should be another player somewhere around the bomb side. Stan was just running around. Frank goes in. Huge with the first kill, but tag down low on HP. Hex is able to double up and double down.
Gotta get the bomb. 10 seconds. It's there. They can plant it. Don't be too wide out in the open. If it were to be dropped by Sonic, he would have had a hard time getting across. Slacks first.
Drop down.
Will it have been hurt? No, it's not. Hex, he doesn't turn. He pulls a nade. And Sonic wastes no time and on no delay will bring them their second round. It's a long time coming, and it takes a lot of different X factors, a lot of different circumstances, but they'll take it nonetheless.
Oh, they're rotating away. They're actually rotating people in towards the A bomb side. They didn't realize it was going to be B. The bomb side is fully open.
I thought they had the perfect read. I thought that they had it. It seemed to be fine, and they get through short, and they're like, yeah, nobody here, and boost, red. What is this sin? He was ready for it before it even come through. Pre-aims it, pre-fires his angles, and he knows them well. To be an in-game leader, you got to have the brain.
And M80. Just 1 step ahead. 9 rounds already secured on that T side. Looking for 10. A 10th round will definitely seal the deal here for that map number 1. Wildcard need this.
Ew, her burning. Friend's got an SMG, and there's a smoke on the other side. The line up actually pretty easily for him, and Stan able to send some shots to supplement it as best as he can. Pretty good. 2-man advantage. Try to lose that one. Stan even finding a kill further beyond that.
The maximum that they can get away with, but as of right now, it kind of feels like they've got it for sure. There should be no way that M80 are given even an opportunity to think about this round. And Peeping with a lovely quick 1-2 will seal the deal. It's third round in the end of the CT side. What would be enough for a comeback in the second half? Yeah, could be a difficult one. Good thing is, Overpass used to be one of the more comfortable maps of EG and NRG back in the day when Stan was the IGL, so you're hoping that he's got some of the bases covered. Pissed around already going straight. Lake with a double kill with the Julies, opening up the Condor. Hex joins in with another one. This is already looking like a clean sweep for the CT side. They just keep farming, they keep putting pressure, and Swisher is just tapping away from the backlines, able to get the last one. Hex was actually the one to get the first.
Absolutely wicked stuff from him. You can see that they're boxed into short and try to see if anybody will swing into their account. Not gonna happen. Flash through that smoke, pops wide, to which Hex drops a Molotov. Incendiary more accurately in response. He'll go down for his discretion, now leaving them a little bit strong in this bomb site to hold on any further beyond. Low HP, but man advantage by 2 and a bomb plant that should be easy as well.
You want to see them give it a go, especially with the nade from Slacks. If that's able to deny the bomb from going down, unable to get the kill though. And that should be them calling it off right now. You've got the 2 M4s. You don't want to risk them. This is your opportunity for the next round. And Slacks is just overstaying his welcome right now. A little bit fortunate that he actually turns around and gets the kill onto Peeping. Doesn't get punished for his audacity to stick around in towards that B bomb side. But this is going to be the alarm. Got to run away. A 4-man setup in towards the toilets. Lake jiggling in towards long. This could get quite scrappy.
It could, and having the SMG on Stanislaw try and make that space first for effective trades would be wise to me, but there goes Swisher, caught off guard actually by peeping at frontside toilets. There's more to be discovered. In comes Hex, 5-7, and Sonic's got to be a little bit shaky about it now, but the 5-7's the least of his worries when Slacks is putting a bullet between his eyes. Deagle, high efficacy, and Stanislaw with that aforementioned SMG could be rascally, can be ratty, but he takes a walk in, a creep out, a crab into Lake. Drinks it up. Slacks now already having been made known that Desert Eagle has dipped deeper in towards the A site. 30 seconds left. They have the bomb, and they're going to continue to walk into his den.
Haven't spotted him out. Slacks is repositioned perfectly. When do they make noise, though? When do they make sound? Do they? Stan. Oh, he's made a step. They're not clearing him. They don't realize he's towards the back of the die. Slacks blindsides the first one. Does he realize there's a second on truck? I don't think he does. He's just walking away though. Friend gonna get spotted out. Needs to get the kill and does so with the AK in hand. They avert crisis in the last possible moment, and Friend is the one to save them. That went too close for comfort.
Right into the trap, so to speak. Smoke for the Molotov. JBA, it sends through. There's one still at short side, but he's going to go through it, disrespecting its damage output. The bullets are where he's got to be more careful, because Slack sends him back, and Swisher's in the water below, but Hex is back out through the barrels and not trying to lock him in to a difficult position. A 3 versus 1 and off, a good weapon for the job, and he looks to flush Sin even further outwardly, but his teammates got his back, and he's got his front eyes locked and loaded as the A1S to take out Friend and bring them 11. A little bit more of the shooting than anything else, though, don't we?
Didn't see him. Still not getting the information in towards Banana. Somehow he's just jumping around and not spotting anyone. Now the Utah will give it away. Slacks already rotated in. First flick connects, looking for another, looking for more. Slacks has lost a teammate, but he keeps on delivering. Finally shut down, and that's Friend with a double.
Hang on. Trying to go even further beyond that. Friend for his third when given the chance with nobody able to support with the smoke in their face. A second put up right ahead of it, and he, I think, effectively has just granted them their 7th without much of a hitch, as M80 will have to wait for so long to get back into this one to the point where it isn't worth it. Trying their damnedest to find their openings, both teams sustaining a lot of damage. Extend, and oh, what a spray from Swisher on JBA, who has no idea what's coming. AK-47 lays him out, and he never had a chance at life. The 4 versus 4 will continue onwards, and a man equal, though, as Friend
Banner into the works and towards A. That's exactly what he's going for. He's just sprinting on Banana.
Sin's got a pretty good idea as to what this player is up to now. Boys, it's a fake. It's B. I killed the only guy. Good luck. Have fun. Gets himself an upgrade. Calls his topside A-site player downwards, and now Hex and Swisher need to unite. They need to act as 2 in unison. try and stave off the plant, or maybe just a couple of kills for the retake to be more easy as both players are low. The Molotov to the pillar and the pistol's been pulled. Hex can't hit his. Peeping Will opts the best weapon for this job. Off the flick and off the money for the first of them to drop in the pit below. He's got full info on the Sin, but can't get the kill. A necessary one to keep them alive. It felt a bomb plant, sure, money looking decent, but map point on their pick for M80.
And Thunderpick also securing or supporting their chances to do so. M80 in a much better position, and you were setting up for a boost, but there's one going on the other side, and it's a little bit better. JBA already out of the equation.
Peeping simply couldn't react in time afterwards. You saw that there was maybe a split second to where he could have sent a tap, but the head was just out of sight. But they'll send a boost of their own, and they may actually be rewarded for it. On the barrel, Hex will be delivered. Good night. 1 minute. Good time to reset if you are Wildcard, but the utility has all been dropped in the waters below that second ago. A smoke and a flash, that's all they have. Their execution is going to hinge
As a monster.
on fire player alone. He's going in on his own, a little bit of a recon. He's actually not been seen until he's gotten all the way up through the ramp. He's selling it, or is he going to bring them back if he finds kills? One or the other, but Wildcard need to choose soon.
They've left him on an island though, Peeping. He's just trying to find something all alone, but it's just falling apart around him. Slacks still in towards the toilets with the Ope. It's just 2 players to find, and he's already heard a step, but we're pressing the shift button right now. Slacks keeps on moving forward, and now they realize that Slacks shuts down another one. Sonic, a 1 versus 4 needed. To try and play for time, try and store, try and prolong that overpass for a little bit longer, and Sonic has picked up a double kill. Bomb will try and go down. Sin, steps made, should be the easiest kill of his life, and it will be. It's 13 rounds on the board. M80 strike first in the grand final. They get their map pick of overpass.
Dude, I'm a little bit confused, but maybe Neokai can make me an understander with his analysis following map number 1.
We have to wait and see. Have to wait and find out. Pistol rounds already going. And to answer your question, definitely given a little bit of the benefit of the doubt to Wildcard, they need to start it off with a nice little pistol when JBA has already opened things up.
Yeah, JBA not having the greatest of times on that last map, but he's already accumulated almost as many kills as he did on Overpass in the first round of this one. So if there is anything to look forward to, it's that. 1/3 of those having been now. And nice tap from Slacks as all of them walk into his crosshair. What has happened? How has this collapsed?
There's no way. Not like this. Not a 5 versus 2 pistol round to throw away from the get-go. And Swisher's found another one. This one is falling apart. Do they clear out Sonic? That's the question here. No kid in the equation. Tap on the bomb. They're going to try and stick it. Not looking the right way, though. Sonic counted out. Goes for the peak. Can't connect on the shot. Still able to get the first one. Time is running out. Slash gets the kill. It's a 1-tap. It's going to be damn close. Does he have enough time? I think he's got it. The 4-piece coming out of Slacks, and he's just gonna barely get that defuse in. M80 with a legal steal of a pistol round courtesy of Slacks. When they played in the Ace NA Masters 2025, a 13-5 win over Getting Info here in the Thunderpick World Championship, a 13-3 win over Regain in the Prize Picks NA Revival Series that they ended up winning as well. Oh, all right. Oper was alone. That's a big green that could get recovered by Friend.
Sin's gonna swing wide. There is no smoke for spawn. They would have to
God.
make shots to play coverage, and Sonics does. The smoke is eventually thrown, actually recovered off the body of the donut. Both of them trying to deny it even further beyond that, and they will do so successfully. Sonic's got a new lease on space, though. CT's looking pretty good. Swisher, he's gonna be late onto this stab into the side, but Stanislaw ready for it for only how long of a time, though? They're so patiently awaiting him. I think
don't like this. It should be, and France picked up another one. What is going on? Welcome to North American Counter-Strike, folks. That's how we roll. That's how Wildcard roll. From one dig to another, to a third, to a fourth kill, and to Lake trying to hold on to that rifle. They win the pistol, they win the anti-force, and the anti-eco is the one you lose.
MP9s. For Hexed and Sin. 1 to each bomb site. Sure, also on lesser weaponry is the FAMAS, but leaving it all on Lake with the UNS on a flank down into the bottom ends of mid. What an exposition for him. and now they can afford to pull off. Now they can afford to play goofed up, or Swisher unafforded any more leeway, pull into peeping, and that's 3 versus 3 right back. A little bit of a misstep. It's all going to come down to how hardy the clears are of the T side. There's no flashes that are able to be hit as blinders. The mollies can maybe burn out Sin. Singular. Sin walks it down to the ramp, actually. I didn't see that he had gotten his backup off that wall, and yeah, Hex is going to be a complete unknown entity to JBA who pulls a nade to try and isolate them. Not to be the case.
He's heard a commotion. He spotted the Oper, so you know they were trying to poke him prodding towards that donut position. Lake, responsible for cutting off a potential flank here, but he's going to be the one that will need to rotate, especially if Slacks and Hex go down. Stan, good for one. Now, with the Oper being posted in towards red, that means that Hex is on an island, and he's just going to get mollied out, isolated. Bomb will go down here.
Yeah, a little bit of a free one. Really interesting that Friend's gotten into this space. Of all of them, he can play for the rotation. Cut off, flicks off the mark. Now he's left low. He has to get out of that picture and start to maybe rely on the rest of the crew as Sonic's position surely goes undetected. They can't afford to go in through mid. There's too many unknowns, Ted. Hex, he's calling that the site's looking clear, and that's going to be the biggest piece that they've got going for them. It's the left and right sides of the donut that are going to be the biggest kryptonite now, though. Here comes a flash that blinds Sin on a preemptive swing, and I think they've just got to concede this one. They can't go in any further beyond this. Sin realizes this, and Swisher feeling the energy from his captain from behind. They've been locked in. There's no way out. Sonic, final boss. He will be beaten, but the round's still won by Wildcard.
Yeah, it felt like they should have been aware of what was going on, right? But it's just the presence of Friend towards red that just... And a Wildcard, at least keeping it really competitive at the start here. And now you're looking at the money of M80. This purchase is far from ideal.
On the side again by Lane.
All right.
He's just constantly getting into this, or the mid-round can even initiate. Stanislaw, though, back for his, removing the in-game leader of the other side to call from the grave. And that is an insanely fast shot from Lake.
Gotta be careful, Fran. You don't want to go for that swing. You've got the bomb on your back, and your teammate is so low on HP. JBA, open hand, that's the bomb dropped.
HE for Swisher.
Probably don't want to put an 8 out right now. 5-7, going for a bit of a move, and Sonic will punish Hex elsewhere. Issue is, Swisher's got the Uto and a rifle to pick up. And he's got another smoke off of the ground as well.
Making himself less of a target for if there were to be anybody to come down through the ramp. That's pretty good. Nice molly into bucket. Nobody's home. Another one set right back. Back been seen, but coverage enough to where Sonic would have to be laser focused. An accuracy that simply doesn't exist. 18 seconds. One recovered. Smoke to the site. JB out and off. And he's going to be the one to go first. I don't think that's the right decision. And Slacks, he'll capitalize off that fact as well as recover the weapon, and what he very well wanted to use in that last round, but Friend got instead.
Going for the Galil, same for peeping. Utility's not in full, and you don't really have the big green in play either.
A lack of round count really makes them have to commit to some awkward decisions. This round just being one of very few of them. Keeping blinded Swisher, not late this time for an aggressive play around Shelf. Very well done. He gets out of there despite being on 11 HP. He knows that somebody's near enough by, and don't lose your head right now, Lake. I know you want to be the guy in the beginning to really bring things in your favor, but don't exchange hands with that into Wildcard this time. They don't have any utility left. They have nothing.
Yep. But it's not fantastic, is it? 65 seconds on the clock, and you don't have a single piece of util left.
Contact
not a flash, not a measly decoy. You've got nothing. Nada. So as of right now, all your hopes are falling down into the hands of the rifles, and Lake has gone for another re-aggression. It's lovely out of M80. Re-clear middle, get that kill. Sonic all alone, and now everything is screaming a B play.
Yeah, I mean, the CTs, they're going to have to get here a little bit sooner next time, perhaps, given all the room they had to work in mid. I'm a little bit shocked they had nobody deeper entrenched. So now they can afford to take a 1v1 maybe. Again, JBA needing to go dry. Almost gets the drop onto Sin. He's got a teammate on the backside box at endgame that may be able to kill him for him. The flash is there. JBA's AK-47, that little bit better.
It looks a little bit frisky, doesn't it? And Friend finds another one. There goes JBA. Low HP on Hexton. He's nailed the headshot. It's a 1v1 stand on the other side, and they're both low on HP. It's just going to be who's going to be a little bit quicker, and it's Hex to beat him to the trigger. Perfect stuff coming out of Hex. The 7 rounds on the board. They clutch it up. It gets so damn close. It's so damn nasty as well. So chaotic.
yeah, or yesterday or the day before against NRG, he was actually one of the biggest proponents of finding their openers on this map in particular, as mentioned.
Oh.
And make note of the fact they almost body block one another inside of Temple, or Lord, inside of A main with the Molly to Temple.
Slacks will eventually go down there. Down with the drop is 5v3, but the CTs are quite close, and there's a lot of low HP players on that B side. This could still get a little bit interesting. Sin and Lake pick up a quick double. They're gonna give this one a go. Bomb yet to actually go down, and there goes Hex. He's coming in from the back lines. Lineup is his, and it's 2 more kills to the good. Brent, at least he's got the bomb on his back, but with 45 seconds on the clock, he's got the information as well, and an opportunity. Still a 1 versus 2, and that was a 5v3 for the side of Wildcard. Friend needs to be the hero once again. Is he going back, eh?
I think he is wrapped around now. He's got room to plan.
Oh my goodness.
The clears are what he's going to have to be the most worried of.
No.
They're going to give him all the time to do it, or he'll outplay himself. I'm not sure. He's got so many ideas in his head, but he's got not a lot of time to commit to all of them. He's going to have to make sound at some point, and he's running it back to B. They're already on the site. They're ready for his arrival. As soon as he crosses the threshold of short, he's a dead man walking. There's no world in which you're getting it so comfortably, so easily without a little bit of a spam here, a little bit of a molly there. There's just so many avenues for a team as experienced as M80 will be on this to stop you in your tracks and stomping out the walk-up. The main once again, goodbye, friend.
That's what we've been saying. Friend goes down, peeping with a nice refrag onto Swisher, blindsided. Not really receiving a lot of support because of the U2. Spam going either way, and Peeping is going to try and find a little bit more. Slacks goes huge with the ult. Another pickup. There goes Peeping as well, trying to keep them in this one. A 1v1 against Sin. It's a scrappy one. Both of them tapping away. There goes the support of JBA though, and this might finally be the 3rd round on the board, but Hex and Lake still in this.
The re-smoke to short, a flash over to long. JBA already having been softened would be an easy target, but maybe not so much. He's dainty stuck. You're right, the kid is there, and the shot to the wall. It's the up from Peeping picked up, but it's damage not enough. A 1v2 clutch without any kills needing to be transpired. It's Hex to bring them 10.
15 wins out of 17 series, and this might as well be 16 out of 18 after this one.
All in through red. Taking a little bit of a pause in the beginning of that round, but ooh, nice tap out from Friend onto an elevated Sin. The rest of them trying to avenge. They're going to run him down at the boxes. None of them successful in refrag just yet. It's Lake and Slacks, shoulder to shoulder. JBA much deeper beyond, and we've seen Slacks pull back pistol rounds before. Ted, surely not again. Already 2.
Oh my god, not a 2v5. Stanislaw gets the kill on Swisher. Slacks, a 1 versus 3 now, tapping away the first one. Stan is low on HP. Slacks, this is doable. He can do it again. Has to be the ace. There goes the HEP comes in, able to get another one, and Slacks gives it such a good go once again. It's back-to-back 4Ps for him.
You haphazardly, but it's all according to plan right now from Wildcard playing these distances as they do.
Ooh.
Oh, that does not in the blueprint.
Nope, that hurts. Friend is still there as well, and he's gone down to, oh no.
Good lord.
Hold my hand as the force by to actually take them down, isn't it? Like he's already taken so much space. Look at that. Peeping is on an island, and he's got nothing but an SMG and a bullet to the back of the skull. Oh, that's painful. And you need to call this one off. You've got nothing more left. Nothing else than those 2 SMGs. And you need to hold on to them for dear life. This is going to be 11 for the side of M80. That is a really painful one.
I just start shutting my mouth. Caster's Curse. That's going in the caster reel. Swisher finishing the last of them, leaving no scraps on the table, finishing his meal and asking for more. 5,000 for Wildcard, so it's a stark difference in the payout. Certainly making it worth the while is that aforementioned closed qualifier you speak of, and they take down a pair per team. The nade off the floor, maybe a miss on the mark for Sin, but it won't really matter. It's the shots that are all the more important for them to kill out all remaining members, and Friend, a deagle, a measly pistol to try and pull anything back. The only saving grace is that Sin and Slacks are low.
They don't really know where Friend is either. is the Oper, is the guy that's floating around, and he's heard the steps. He's heard one of those players going towards the ramp. He's looking in towards middle, though. Does he clear out? Does he clear out Tetris? He's overlooking them. He's not looking. They're not looking either. What is going on? Finally, they turn around, and Hex is the one to put the final nail in the coffin. 17 kills for him, 13-3. And M80 are your Thunderpick World Championship North America Series 2 champions.